Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Another chapter review. One Piece. Now, Bleach was... One Piece was just as. Woohoo. Just as. I mean, when I counted down, there were like at least 3 things that happened in this chapter that just like, holy shit. Like, holy shit. And I was actually surprised about what we found out about a devil fruit user in this chapter. Because, I mean, it could be me, but at least by my mind reckoning, from reading One Piece, from watching the anime, since its inception, I don't think we've seen a devil fruit user who is defense. You'll see what I mean when I say that later on. But yeah, the summary really can't really say too much of what generally happened. I mean, because it was what it was. I mean, Hack in the beginning, it was just a brief summary in the beginning. Hack goes down, he gets attacked, he gets knocked out by Bartolomeo. And then we have the remainder, which is basically Bartolomeo, Bellamy, King, Elizabeth, and I am the Eggman, Eggman from Sonic, the guy who looks the grandma, who kind of gets owned. What ends on happening more or less in the outgoing, this guy Blue Gilly, he just knocks out Ricky the swordsman. No fucking around. He just takes out a bunch of guys, just knocking them all down, and the he ends up taking out Dagama and hits him over to the side, Blue Gilly, and Dagama gets out of the ring, and he starts knocking out motherfuckers one after another. And people get upset because apparently what ends up happening also is Bellamy. He gets on his receiving end from Bartolomeo. And it looks like he's getting his ass handed to him, Bellamy. And, the people like so disgusted with Bartolomeo. Like, they recognize him as a big pile of dog shit. I like that. It just, they're like best part of this chapter when he's like, I know you can all kiss me when the sun don't shine. I'm like, yes. I like, what? Even though he's a villain, Bartolomeo, I like him. He's pretty interesting. He's a pretty interesting character. So, yeah. Everybody's upset, and then you got Luffy saying, Bellamy, give it all your all. And then we got Elizabello, who is the King Elizabello II. And they start talking, the people in the crowd talking about that his punch is just like nobody's business. Like, if he punches you, yeah, good, nice knowing you. That's what they're referencing in that page. They're saying that his punch is just so extreme that, like, you'll get punched the next Friday. Forget about it. So, he ends up, and he's saying that this is a punch of that magnitude would blow away this entire side of the stadium. So, and he says, King! And he, like, winds up this guy. And you see his muscles are bulging. I'm like, yo, this guy's gonna punch this motherfucker the next Tuesday. And Blue Jelly going in, trying to stop him, and we have, Bellamy going after Bartolomeo. And then we see that everyone notices that he's ready to punch. King Elizabello, the second. And next frame, next page, just boom, he says, King Punch. This guy just levels everyone. Just everyone. And that was like the number one thing that happened in this chapter. It was that. There was the ending of the round and what happened afterwards. Towards the end. But yeah, he just levels everyone. I'm like, oh shit. I'm probably giving this a 4.5 out of 5. I want to give this a 5 out of 5. You know what? Fuck, I'll give this a 5 out of 5. Both Bleach and One Piece, yes, gets 5 out of 5s. And it just levels everyone. It's just like, damn. And it all gets shot to hell. It was like a atom bomb went off. And nobody survives except for one. Bellamy gets knocked out, Blue Gilly, everyone's done. And apparently one person survived. And that person was Bartolomeo. And we finally get a reveal of his powers. His devil fruit is Barrier. And basically the name of the devil fruit is known as I ate the Bari no Mi. And he says, I think of me as a barrier man. And he says, if you can cross your fingers like so, you can create a barrier. Even some snot-nosed punk knows that. So, now, the reason I say this is interesting, because at least from my knowledge, I don't think we've seen anyone in One Piece who has this ability. A defense-oriented ability. And it is defense. When you think of a barrier, when you have a barrier up, and it's an invisible wall that no one can get through, that's crazy. And the thing about it is, he can use it for offense. So, his offensive and defensive capabilities, Bartolomeo, are high. Really high. I mean, come on. Like, who's going to beat this guy? It's going to be hard to beat. Unless Don with his headbutt. He's probably the only thing you break through from Bartolomeo. So, and then he's like closing his fingers and he does barrier crash and he just knocks the fuck out of the Isabel. And it is the announcer was funny. That means, God damn it, the winner from B Block is Bartolomeo. And then he says, every last one of you can kiss me where the sun don't shine. And I'm like, and that was like the second best part of the chapter. There was one more. This chapter was pretty long for One Piece. I was actually surprised. Then we have Luffy there and says, no, why him? And then Luffy's like saying the weirdo actually won. And then we get another page and we see Franky talking to this the toy guy, toy soldier, who was going in trying to get into the tournament. And he explains to Franky that he's actually trying, this toy soldier is, I think his name is Sol, S-O-L, is trying to destroy, but get his friends out of that factory. He explains, he's telling Franky this, and he's also saying that, and Franky's saying, tell me where it is, I'll blow it sky high. That won't do. We're aiming to rescue workers inside as well. And he's like saying to him that if things go according to plan, this will set a chain reaction that will ultimately destroy the country. And he says, if you have the moxie to take Doflamingo head on, that first we must share with you the tragic history of the country Dressrosa. And that's where the chapter ends. So, like I said, 3 things to go on in this chapter. 1, the King's Punch. Boom, motherfucker! Just like, you shouldn't even call it the King's Punch. You should just call it Atom Bomb Punch. Because that's what it was. It was an atom bomb going off. And you had that, which was fucking awesome. Then, in succession of that, you had Bartolomeu. Barrier Man. You might as well just say his offensive capabilities, 100%. Defense, 100%. Because that's what it was, man. He was going, just barrier crash, and all that other shit. So he was like going in. And he's going to be hard to beat. Yeah, he's going to be pretty hard to beat. That's the second good thing to have in this chapter. And the third thing, this thing now with the pass of De La Rosa. I can only imagine what that is. Like, and it's kind of funny that this toy soldier guy, Soul, is telling Franky this. So, I'm guessing what's going to happen is that he's going to go with this guy. And they're going to try to save his comrades. Now, the thing is that on Manga Here, when I look at the comments, because they have comments on Manga Here, people are like saying, oh no, this guy's going to be a member of the Straw Hat. There's no way, and I will say it right now, no way this toy soldier guy is going to become a member of the Straw Hat crew. Ain't happening. If anyone's going to join, maybe Rebecca, but I really don't. I doubt it. But, so probably what's going to happen with this is we're going to find out the real dirt on De La Rosa. And I guess on Dom Flamingo. And whatever this tragic past is. So this should be interesting next week. We'll probably get that. And we'll probably get the continuation of the tournament. We got C block. That's the block Luffy's in, I think. And he's going to go against the bot. Oh, no. Well, the only thing I have to say about that is this. Watch out for headbutts. Because if the headbutt misses you, the country might be put under an ocean when the continent of that island is split in half. So yeah, next week's probably gonna be amazing. Next 2 or 3 chapters probably be fucking awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Good chapter. Like those 3 things. I mean, I think Bartolomeu, Barrier Man. I mean, how crazy is that? A barrier. And barrier crash and all of this shit. So, good chapter, people. Tell me what you guys think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Put a comment below. Tell me what you guys think about this chapter. Those 3 things. The King's Punch. Atom Bomb Punch. We'll find out the history. That was a good change of pace. They went with the action, and then we go into something really dark. The tragic past. That's going to be awesome. Going to be awesome. So, yeah. And that's all I got for you guys. So, yeah. This is Bogkai 922. And I'll see you guys later.